Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits video review. Tonight from the Baltic shed, as you can see, it's like 3 degrees in here, it's bloody freezing. Tonight I'm going to be reviewing Rekorderlig Spiced Plum Cider. Now I'm a massive fan of Rekorderlig anyway, although no more in Sainsbury's. Disappeared from Sainsbury's, still in Tesco's. Not so sure. Yeah, I think Asda do it, and I think Morrison's do it. Sainsbury's is the only one of the big four not to have it. I bought this from Sainsbury's. So, typical 4%. This is one you can enjoy hot or cold. So, you know, a very good, basically, and it's freezing. Basically a winter cider, really. Any that you can have hot or cold is, you know, one you can, like a mulled cider sort of thing. Jesus Christ, it's really off-putting seeing my breath. Baltic breath. So tonight I've fixed the cooker element finally. 25 quid, so not bad really. Better than paying 600 quid out for the range cooker. You know, and save my wife's budding business, because obviously she needs it for cooking. So, colour wise, red with a pink tinge looking like on this camera. You would say plum coloured, but it's a bit light really to be called plum coloured. As you would expect, no head, good carbonation and lacing, and bloody hell it's freezing. On the nose, sweet plum on the nose, really sweet. On the taste, the plum, the pear, you can taste the pear in the background. And this is pear cider blended with spiced plum, spiced plum, made from pure Swedish spring water. And obviously the Swedish, you know, you've got a fair play to them. A lot of the best brands in the world seem to be coming from them. Especially in the fruit cider genre, you know. Oh, so I've got the fire on 3 bars in here just to warm it up while I'm in here, so I don't die of being frozen. I mean, it's alright working outdoors in it in the daytime, but in the daytime I've got thermals on and warm clothes, and I'm moving around. I'm not drinking a cold bloody glass of cider, you know. So last day at work tomorrow, it being Wednesday tomorrow. You may see this, you'll probably see this tomorrow actually. I don't think I'll put 3 on in one night, but I may do, because on the run up to Christmas, and especially after Christmas as well, not knowing what the family have got me for prezzies, I will be doing quite a few reviews. I've got 24 gins to review after Christmas from an advent calendar, and looking forward to that. And good to see as well that the gins were all branded gins, not some random, you know, gins you've never heard of. I did the Iceland wine calendar last year, and to be fair, there was some absolute pearlers amongst them, but a lot of them are brands I'd never heard of, real random. But obviously they're going to fill it with cheaper brands to get the price down. Understandable, as you would expect. Oh my God. So I'm absolutely freezing. The glass is freezing. Could have done with wearing some thermal gloves. Hopefully it'll warm up. I mean, I'm only going to be in here for 10 minutes anyway, but it'll warm this up a bit. Hopefully I'll go back out in the garden in a minute and go and put some, we bought some new reindeer for the front garden, you know, Christmas decorations, and I've got to put them out. I've had to go scratching around for another extension lead. Now you would normally see my Christmas tree, but the Christmas tree's on the floor, it's fell over and I haven't picked it up yet. But for Christmas reviews, the Christmas reviews I'm doing from in here anyway, I will be having a, you know, make it more festive in here. At least for a few reviews anyway. So, straight away, gotta say, one of my favourite fruit ciders. I love the plum flavour. Can't get it. I want to make my own plum stout, porter, whatever. And getting plum flavouring is a task. You look online. I mean, there was this flavouring for fish worms, but I'm not sure if it's drinkable. You know, I think it might be not very drinkable. Although, on the same tangent, oh god, it's cold. I'm really freezing. On the same tangent, I went to a cake decorating shop the other day, and they've got butterscotch flavour in there. Big, like 1 litre butterscotch flavour. Sweet Success, if anybody wants to know the brand. And there's a brewery near me called Lincoln Green, and they make a butterscotch beer. So it's a dark beer, 5.5% in strength, and it's butterscotch. And the woman in the shop said to me that Lincoln Green buy their butterscotch flavouring from there. So, I mean, giving away trade secrets there, but if only they did a plum version. Because I get a plum version of that. Yeah, it might be like 15 quid. But you do a kit, you do a beer. Oh dear, cold. You do a beer kit, 15 or 20 quid beer kit, 35 quid, and then you're getting like butterscotch beer, you know, as long as you put it in after the first fermentation, basically at a bottling stage. Then you get it in a barrel, you chuck the whole lot in, put your sugar in for the secondary fermentation, and bish bash bosh, butterscotch beer. And I want it as strong as the stuff that I had at Universal Orlando. Now that would be nice. Oh, so tonight I've got to remember to send my passport because I'm going to claim against Nottingham City Council, so for not being paid properly. So we'll see if that goes anywhere. Probably not. You know, as you get your hopes up about things, it never transpires that way. Oh. So, great taste. Would like to try this warm one day, but I'm not really a fan of warm cider. I have tried it in town, you know, at these, well, what's now called the Winter Wonderland in the Nottingham's Market Square. I have tried mulled cider there, nice and warm, you know, especially on a cold night. The only problem with our city centre, it's full of bloody idiots. So, you know, little dickheads in gangs that want to mug you and stab you. So I try and keep away from there. The same sort of teenagers that if you saw them on their own, they'd shit themselves. But, you know, when they're in a gang of 5 or 10, you know, they're all very brave then. So you run them over with your car. Yeah, so a really nice and very cold cider. It's just starting to warm up in here because so the fire's working well. I've got to do a load of work in here Thursday, so I'm going to have the fire on most of the day and get it quite summery in here, get it nice and warm, and give the shed a good sort out, sort my bottles out. I would normally take all my bottles to the house, but you know when you've got like 120, 130 beer bottles and cans, it's not doable. So they're all going to have to stop down here and pray we don't get no really, really bad winters where it's minus something. Otherwise I'll have to come down here and with a load of quilts and cover them up with warm quilts. So I'm struggling to drink it fast because, you know, it's a bit blooming cold. Taste wise, loving that plum. This versus the plum beers, I'd say both the plum porters that I've tried, i.e. Titanic's and St. Peter's, to me are better plum alcoholic drinks than this is. It's nice, it's just not as good as them, you know. It's a nice, for cider it's great because at least you can say now you've had a plum cider. Oh, that is cold. So I'm so looking forward to Christmas. Been a testing few months. I'm sure everybody else has testing few months. And the cooker breaking down the other day added to the woes, I suppose. And luckily very fixable. Just goes to show you, don't, you know, if something breaks, one of your big things breaks, there's always a way of dealing with it, you know. I mean, I went with the wrong element to the shop and the woman says to me, it's the fan element, it's not that element, it'd be the fan element that's blown. Lo and behold, she was right. Wife's up there now cooking cakes, and apart from the fact we had to use different bolts to bolt it to the bloody cooker, because the original bolts were the thread was too small. But other than that, all up and working again, which is good. Right, let me neck this. Oh, so lovely on the aroma. Plum interfere in the background, but the plum is at the forefront on both the aroma and the taste. 4% strength, yeah, you can tell it's 4%, you know. You're never going to get drunk on it. If you get drunk on 6 or 7 of these, then I'd like to know, because I cannot get drunk on these fruity ciders. Just can't do it. Especially the 4% ones. I might get drunk on some 6 or 7%. In fact, I brewed some Magnum strawberry cider. It was a still strawberry cider. I didn't add sugar. And I had 1 litre and got pissed as they come. 2 nights on a run. I had a litre of each. 2 nights on a run. And it's only a litre, so it's only 2 pints. Pissed as they come. I had to give... The wife banned me. I got the full red card and I had to give the neighbours loads. They loved it, they did. Yeah. So out of 5, whilst I liked it, tad sweet I find. It depends if you like your sweet ciders. And me, a little bit too sweet, but still very nice on the taste. 4.4 out of 5. Not the best fruit cider, but still a very decent offering. Right. I can now go back in the house and get warm again, although it is warming up in here now. It's about, it's 6 degrees, it's tropical, subtropical temperatures. Right, thanks for watching, see you soon.